Salam everybody, this is Investor Shake back at it again with another video. And today's halal stock pick of the week is Grayscale Ethereum Trust, ticker symbol ETHE. Stock price is at $26.75, and what this is a way to purchase shares of Ethereum. Now, as you know, Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency in the market, and this is a way to get exposure of Ethereum without purchasing it directly. Now, this is similar to the GBTC, which is the Bitcoin version. So I'm on the Grayscale website, and they describe it as the first publicly quoted Ethereum investment vehicle in the US and the second digital currency investment vehicle to attain the status of an SEC reporting company following GBTC. Grayscale Ethereum Trust is solely and passively invested in Ethereum, enabling investors to gain exposure to ETHE in the form of a security while avoiding the challenges of buying, storing, and safekeeping Ether directly. And the Grayscale Ethereum Trust shares are purchased on the over-the-counter markets. So if you have Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, or Schwab, you'll be able to purchase shares there. You can't do it through Robinhood or Webull. So you're probably wondering what Ethereum is. So basically, Ethereum is a network, while Ether is the cryptocurrency that's used as a tool to access the network. I guess a better way to show it is through an ELI5, which is an explain like I'm 5 on Reddit. So someone posed the question, what is Ethereum? And this answer probably is a great way to describe it. Ethereum is a worldwide computer that is formed by lots of computers talking to each other. It's like Bitcoin is a worldwide Excel spreadsheet that is formed by lots of computers talking to each other. And bonus, in order to pay them, we have Ether. If you have a lot of Ether, you can do a lot with this worldwide computer, or you can just keep and sell it to someone who wants to do something with this worldwide computer. So essentially, the Ethereum network is responsible for creating a lot of these decentralized tokens and other apps that could very well be useful. And Ether is the currency that's used to power the network. So you can either use Ether for those apps, or you can hold on to Ether in hopes that someone is willing to buy at a higher price should it become more valuable. So that's one reason why Ethereum and Ether can be seen as a store of value, because of its utility. And one comparison to make, or in the form of analogy, is Bitcoin is like gold, but Ethereum is like oil in terms of it being utilized in many forms. So with Ether being such a useful cryptocurrency for its utility, that could make it valuable over the long term. I mean, as you see, the price of Ethereum has gone up significantly over the past year, as high as $4,000. And right now there is a bit of a dip going on. Whether or not it goes lower, I don't know. But as I've mentioned before, I am a holder in ETHE, as I am bullish on it, just like I'm bullish on Bitcoin. So that's probably my way of explaining Ethereum. There are various videos explaining it, because honestly, to the average person, Ethereum is just hard to understand. I feel like this is something that will make sense 10 to 20 years from now, once we really get this network utilized, basically. So going back to the Grayscale Ethereum Trust. Hold on a second. Okay, here we are. So it does have a 2.5% fee, which is pretty high if you think about it. Slightly higher than the Bitcoin Trust, which is at 2%. So you have to understand, with this high premium, Grayscale is storing the Bitcoin in cold storage for security, and they are responsible for also buying and accumulating Ethereum. So they do all that for your convenience, and for that you have to pay a 2.5% fee each year. Now, if you want to avoid paying that fee, you can buy Ethereum directly on Coinbase or Gemini. But Grayscale is doing this for convenience. And with each share of ETHE, you get 1/100th of Ether. So if you want to own basically one Ether, you need to buy 100 shares of ETHE. So another benefit is that ETHE is eligible for tax advantaged accounts. So like an IRA, whether it's traditional or Roth, you can put ETHE in your Roth IRA, so that way you have some crypto exposure in your retirement account. So as they say, shares of Grayscale Ethereum Trust are eligible to be held in certain IRA, Roth IRA, and other brokerage and investor accounts. Again, you cannot purchase ETHE on Robinhood. You can only purchase Ethereum directly on Robinhood. But for IRAs, this would be a pretty decent way to have Ethereum in your retirement account. There is a high fee, of course, but if you're bullish on Ethereum, the fee is basically negligible relative to the potential growth that you may see. Now, I'm not going to give a price target for Ethereum. I believe it will be very useful within the next 5 to 10 years. I feel like in the grand scheme of things, we're still in the beginning stages of Ethereum's true potential. So this is one way to gain exposure to Ethereum, because it may be second to Bitcoin in terms of value, but the ways that Ethereum can be applied to use with its network is extremely different than Bitcoin when you look at how each cryptocurrency is used. But Ethereum also is starting to be seen as a store of value. So there is still a possibility that Ethereum could go beyond all-time highs within the next few years, if not later this year at the earliest. You never know. Crypto is volatile. With that being said, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do not buy Ethereum or ETHE just because I'm talking about it. This is something that I highly suggest you do your research on before being financially involved in this. After all, crypto is volatile, and you could see it drop 80% in one day. It could go to zero. But definitely do look into Ethereum and Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies and see how they can be utilized and how they can be used to your advantage. Grayscale Ethereum Trust is a way to obtain Ethereum in the form of shares. So that's just one way of getting Ethereum. But the fees are pretty high, so that's one con to think about. So try to take a look at it. This is Investor Shake, checking out.